What's the deal, y'all? Z85Jew back with another video, and I just want to talk to y'all real quick, man, about my last post on Instagram and even just on YouTube. I had mentioned that I was gonna be like the first one, you know, with a 2JZ in a Nismo 370Z. Whether that may or may not be true, I haven't seen anything on the internet as far as like YouTube where somebody has put a 2JZ in a Nismo 370. I had a couple people after the post on Instagram hit me up and said like, oh, you know, my boy's done it, whatever, and they sent me his profile, and I was actually talking to a few of these guys, and they were super cool, you know, whether their car was a Nismo or not. Nonetheless, they were super dope, but they don't do YouTube, obviously. I do, right? I'm not, again, trying to like have a certain title, any of that. I really honestly could care less, because essentially all this is for me. I spent all this money on this engine and car for me, not for anybody else, not for clout, any of that stuff. So I just want to get a lot of that straight. There's gonna be a lot of hate when it comes to this car stuff, and you know, I guess it's just kind of give or take. It happens. For the younger homies out there, just, you know, keep a steady mindset, do what's gonna make you happy. And if buying a 2JZ and throwing it in a BMW is gonna make you happy and you wanna call yourself different, then do it. There's a lot of people coming to my channel and just commenting on the photos and all that stuff, you know, saying like, oh, you're not the first, this and that, like just hating and stuff, bro. Like, I could care less. And to be honest, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm the last person to be, you know, bragging about anything or like boasting. You know, anybody has money, you know what I mean? Like, I spent all this money just for like bragging rights or something like that. No, bro, I did this for me. I just wanted to say, me and my homies are some of the most humblest people that you will meet out here in the car game. You know, I just don't want people to think that like I'm taking any of this for granted or like trying to do any of this for clout. We literally do all of this stuff just because we genuinely love cars. I'm just a young guy out here. I'm 24 years old trying to grow my channel, and I really want to do YouTube full time. So that's like literally my goal with all this stuff. So I'm working super hard to put into my car because I care about the car, as well as the YouTube community. I'm trying to grow a channel and, you know, connect with other companies, all that stuff, man. I'm trying to start a career out of this, man. It's bigger than cars, if you guys haven't noticed, for me at least. That's gonna be that. I don't want to bore you guys too much with talking. Me and my boy today will actually be taking apart this engine, and we'll be stripping it completely because a lot of the stuff that's on here is not gonna be used. You guys find out later what we end up keeping and what we don't end up keeping, but yes, a lot of this stuff we're not gonna be using. The main thing back there is gonna be that transmission. We are not gonna be using the automatic trans in the Z. That is gonna be coming off for sure, but yeah, you guys will see here soon. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and again, don't let anybody tell you you can't ever do anything or make you feel a certain type of way about anything in life, bro. That goes for cars, that goes for your job, anything, bro. When you do something, give it your all and just strive for the moon, bro. You could do literally anything in this world, and this is literally a prime example. If somebody told me, you know, 5-10 years ago, oh bro, you're gonna have a Nismo 370 with TE 37s in a 2JZ, I would have looked at them in their face and like, bro, you're a cap. You are a cap. But here we are, you know, 10 years later, house in California, 2 cars, nice job, amazing community as far as like YouTube, 2JZ. Like, nobody predicts the future, but you guys keep working out there. So like I mentioned, back to the video, my boy that actually bought the turbo kit that I shipped out of the country, I need to go ahead and ship him the headers, because in order to fit that turbo kit, you have to use like a 2014 and up header on the passenger side, just because the header is flat. The other headers, on the other hand, like are more like bulgy, like the ones from the 2012 370. So I'm gonna go ahead and ship him both of these, and then as well, his boy is actually gonna be buying the Ecutech dongle. So they're getting both of those, and then the last thing they're also getting the grease gun, which I gotta find. But yeah, I'm gonna get all that together, go ahead and put it in a little box for him, and I get that one out to him as well. So as you guys can see, it's much later in the day. Got my boy over here. We're finally gonna get to tearing this thing down. So I'm gonna put you guys on the tripod. What's the goal for today?
Take out the trans, intake manifold, both twins, get it down to just a complete long block on the engine stand.
Yeah, so all this will be off. And again, yeah, we're not using any of this stuff. So I'm not gonna really get into what we're gonna be adding on, but just so you guys know, this is not gonna stay, that's not gonna stay. Obviously that is not gonna stay for sure. So let's go ahead and get all this stuff off, and you guys will see how we do. What's the deal, y'all? It's another day, and as you guys can see, the garage is a complete mess once again, but again, we'll clean it up. But we got everything off as far as the engine goes. So here's the engine as it sits right now. So we have no turbo manifold, and then no intake manifold or anything like that. So we got the harness off. Everything is completely disassembled. The hardest part about this stuff right here was probably taking these turbos off though, because like they're so old and the bolts are like so hard to get to. This is the hardest thing. The intake manifold was fairly easy, but dog, this right here, man, complete game changer. But surprisingly enough, the turbo has no shaft play, nothing like that. Obviously there is a little bit of oil in there from the turbos, but other than that, I mean, there's no shaft play in those at all. And we also have the automatic trans off right here, so I would not be reusing that or any of this stuff over here. We're going to be putting new stuff on there, but I will show you guys what I have in the next coming videos. If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, don't forget to subscribe, and stay tuned for more content. We're out, man.